Man, what is going on? This is right. All right, all right, all right. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sippin and Trippin. You already know it's your boy Hidden Gems. And of course, I got my guy Rico pulled up. I see him over there. What's going on, Mr. Clark? All right, girl on Habitat Rouge. All right, our Habit Rouge. All right, my guy D Main. What's going on, baby? What is good? What is good? Give Rico a second. StreamYard be tripping, y'all. StreamYard be tripping. Oh, there we are.
Yo, how we looking now?
We sounding good. We looking good.
All right. We up.
We up, man. Already. And shout out to everybody over there, those IG streets. All right. Twizzy, 8 Twizzy and everybody. What up? Ahmad.
Yo, shout out to all the IG folks, because real talk, I come and hang out on YouTube, but I live over there, so y'all know what it is.
Hey, that's where I got to start spending more time too. And Brother Mutawi, I see you in here, Ahmed. Don't think you can sneak around in these IG streets without me knowing, baby. But yeah, man. Hey, welcome back. We got another episode of Sippin and Trippin, like I said. And today we're getting into something that's been running wild through these fragrant streets, you know what I'm saying? Running wild through the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? The community. But first and foremost, man, what's going on, Rico? What's your sin of the day, baby?
Today I wore that the Perfumist KGB. It's a summertime fragrance, real talk. Like from everything the Perfumist does, it's probably the most everyday fragrance. Real talk. It's a summertime. Really? Yeah, it smells like a lemon drop. It smells like real talk. It smells like a lemon drop, kind of floral, little light booze maybe, but lemon drop, super summertime. It's an Attar house for the most part, but they made an everyday fragrance for real. And I know for a fact that Nika does not love when I start getting into the Attars and ouds and stuff like that. And she picked that one. I was like, I'll wear this right now. So that's an easy one there. Nice.
All right. Well, you found one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those Attars are kind of challenging to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm not surprised in it. I am not surprised by one bit, my boy. But though, okay, nice. What you sipping on?
What am I sipping on over here? Some whiskey and coke? Yeah. Some honey roasted almond whiskey with some coke.
with some Coke. All right, all right, all right. Yeah. Man.
Coca-Cola for those just
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
They should know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we ain't sniffing on that stuff over here today. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not
Not
today.
today or yesterday or tomorrow or
Not
any
at
of the
all.
other coming days.
But no, man. But okay, okay. That's what's up. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. I'm about to go ahead and knock out the last bit of this rum. All right. I got a little something to mix it with. But all right, my scent combo of the day, Rico. Man, I
Let's
got
do
a
it.
combination that I got inspired by. Was that a couple of weekends ago when I went to Arizona? Got a chance to go by the house of day three, go to their new boutique, and I
Okay.
picked up the most recent one. All right, of the line. We got Frost here. All right.
Nice.
But I was able to pick up a nice little layering wear. All right. So of course I applied frost first. All right. Clean, fresh, aromatic, just everything you want on a hot summer day, right? And then I layered it with Mar.
Ah.
Oh my God, bro. It brings out the seaside feel from Del
Mhm.
Mar, that kind of salty blue aquatic feel. Then on top of that, it enhances the aromatic capability and it's just a beautiful combination to me, man. And I had to wear this. Wore it to church today. Turned a few heads, got a couple of compliments. You know what I'm saying? What
I
more
hear
can
you.
you? Yes.
Your man turning heads in church.
It could have been because of the lack of a haircut recently, but we're gonna go ahead and put it on the fragrance, all right? But
Word.
no, so that's it. Hey, and with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get to it, bro. All
Let's get
right,
to it, bro.
for real. Look, check it out. All right, this week there's been a lot of talk. Okay, a lot of people talking about what's going on in fragrance in the fragrance space right now. Right. One of the ones that caught my eye was EQ. Now, I definitely call a lot of the times that he gets online and has complaints and whatnot. I call them rants, right? And true enough, it probably is a rant, but
Uh,
I believe that he recently did a rant on TikTok and I believe on IG that was actually worth discussing. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Um, I'm not necessarily gonna. I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of it.
Yeah.
We're going to touch on it, but then we're going to step in a different direction. So
Okay.
he was talking about, he was complaining about a lot of the reviewers aren't doing their real job, like doing a purposeful job in the space where they are, supposed to be helping people. But the thing is that in the same context, he calls them out for not doing enough. You kind of also come back and you say stuff like, "But I'm not a financial." So it's like what you're saying has validity, but if you're not going to give the advice on the other hand, it's kind of like I get it, but you basically put yourself in the same category. So let's just talk about it, bro. Hey, for years I've been saying that in this space we got a bunch of shepherd, sheep, and wolves, right? Well, today we're going to talk about those three different categories. And I'm going to throw another one in there because there's another one that the fragrance space is, I mean, they are hung up on it, all right? We got shepherd, sheep, and wolves. Let's also add, well, yeah, but lemurs.
All right.
Now,
Okay.
now when we get to it, we'll define what a lemur is, all right?
Okay. Yeah. I'm just
Yeah, when we get to
interested
that,
to hear what that's about.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's start off. All right. Shepherd, sheep, wolves, and lemurs. All right, Rico, what's your idea of a shepherd in this space?
Yeah. I think a shepherd is typically looked at like what we call sometimes a center of gravity. It's that person, influential in this space, somebody who's very influential, who actually tries to bring people together for a good cause, generally a good cause, like whether it's we agree on these things, and so since all of you like me, let's all come over here and we'll have this conversation together and be, you know, folks over here. That's what as a shepherd in this space, that's what I look at it as.
Okay. Okay. So, and that makes plenty of sense. You know, I probably, if I were to define a shepherd, more so on what we've been talking about, I'd probably say one that encourages people to find out for themselves. They'll tell them their honest their honest opinion, right? Because we all got to understand that no matter how many times we get on here and people pat us on the back or slap us upside the head, it's still your opinion, whether it be right or wrong to the next man, right? But I believe a shepherd is one that gets on here undaunted, right? They're going to get up here and tell you what they get, what they think. And sometimes a shepherd, that could be all that he does. He gives you his honest opinion and goes from there.
Okay. So I have in the context of, and when you say shepherd in that sense, I'm thinking of almost specifically a reviewer. As
Okay.
and the reason I say specifically reviewer is because um the guidance part, the ship. But here's the thing about all that, right? The
Mhm.
reviewer, the reviewer space is just about that. The I'm the big bro, and my experience and what I know in my collection determines that I know. So when I say this, you should believe. That space is just about that. It's more about social clicks now. Um, the biggest reviewers that we grew up, and I say grew up in this space, whether you when I say grew up, I'm talking about the last 6 7 years, from 2020, 2019, 2018 forward. That's what the grow up space I'm talking about. In that space, the people who we said were big reviewers then, they're not they ain't moving anymore. They're not shaking. The new people aren't reviewing. Period. They're just showing you flash images. So that's why I didn't even think about it from the reviewer aspect, because there is no more OG reviewers. Like, even the ones that are by, because we know them from then, that they getting punked out here, bro. Like, there's no respect. Is none. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no generals out there no more.
So tell me, what does it take to be a general in this space? I guess a
It's
shepherd,
a
a
new space.
general.
Is it my honest opinion? It's not even about personal taste. I think it's such a new arena we're in right now. It's flipping, because there was a time when people sat and watched reviews. They're not sitting and really watching reviews like that anymore. They want more of like they want the vibe of Fragcom more than just watching from the outside. Nobody wants to listen to somebody else's opinion, because they're like, I know what I think. I and most people who are in the space already immediately feel like, once I have like 10 each fragrances and I know some of the notes, we're all equals now. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. So I don't think they're looking for OGs anymore, bro. I think they just wanna they'll take a couple of opinions and they'll spread it across, see what some people say, but no one's looking for like for those matriarch figures anymore. For the most part, I don't see that anymore. I just think
Right.
people want to feel like part of a community and not really look up to somebody.
Okay. Well, explain to me this. I mean, since we're still on the topic of shepherds, all right. From
Mm-hmm.
what I'm hearing is that you're talking about OGs. You got to have some time in here, but what physically, other than the length of time and the number of bottles, what makes you an official shepherd in FragCom? Because
I
here's the
like I
reason
said.
why I asked that. There's so many people pointing out the people that they would accuse them of not being shepherds, right? Of not taking into account everybody that they're
Mm-hmm.
reaching, right? They complain about those that are out there just trying to sell stuff. They
Mm-hmm.
complain about those that want to get a quick review in. There's no substance when when they look at it. They think that their 30-second to minute review has no substance and whatnot. What would it take is what I'm trying to figure out to become what they would consider a shepherd, because you know
Like at this point, likability. Like I said, I think it's more social than anything. Like, if I
okay.
like you, I'm gonna let anything you do slide, and if I don't like you, I'm gonna find fault with everything you do. But apart from the likability part, in terms of responsibility within the community, I think
Hmm.
just being a person who puts out positive messages, who supports new people who's open to conversation. I think that goes a long way when people are coming in. Like one of my best examples of that type of personality in our space. Like Marcy's been established there. All the brands know her. Everybody's cool with her. Everybody shows respect. And if you hit her up, she's gonna respond. If you see her somewhere, she's like, she treats you like y'all both just started today. There's not many people in that space where brands highly respect reviewers and they treat you that way.
True. True. And I definitely would consider Marcy one of the shepherds in this community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She has a strong proclivity to pick out really good brands, and not to mention, she really does a really good job of breaking it down and telling the stories that were meant to be given to those fragrances. So, shout out to Marcy for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I definitely get that. All right, now tell me this. All right, so shepherd, somebody that's going to steer you in the right place, the right direction. Someone that has technically has no dog in the fight, I guess, even though they can come out on top. It's not a matter of whether or not they have. It's whether or not they have a dog in the fight. And you know, some people just do it. Hey, if you believe what they say, then cool. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, they keep moving. They're gonna keep putting out the content. They're gonna keep spreading the word. Tell me this real quick. Let me ask you this, and I'm just going to ask this one time, and I just want you to give me a quick answer, all right?
All right.
What do you think about those that are so many that are coming out right now trying to tell people, don't believe that, believe this?
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I've quietly had a very well-known opinion about that, which is shut up. Don't tell me what I've been doing wrong my whole life. Like, look, off the bat, if I've been wearing a fragrance for 10 years, and this is how I've been wearing it, and when I spray it on my arms, and then I do like this, shut up if that's not the way you want me to wear it. You've been doing this wrong. You've been wearing this. You've been using the wrong one. You've been buying here. You're stupid for this. Shut up. That's not what I need from you. If I'm gonna give you my time so you can talk yourself on your platform, stop trying to, like, again with the whole I want to OG you and this is how the big dogs do it. Shut up, big dog. Like, it's really not. No, I don't appreciate it. I'll surmise with that. I don't appreciate the whole I don't feel like you're putting me on. I feel like you're trying to tell me that you just know better things, and that's stupid to me. Like, no, you don't. You don't. Whoever that is, you don't.
All right, all right. Now tell me this. If that is what we define or how we look at the shepherds of the community, what about the wolves?
So, you know, it's a funny thing you asked that, right? Because there was a comment I wanted to make when you started this whole thing. I forgot who you referred to, somebody being asked a question. I forgot who it was at this point. But in terms of where the direction of the community is going, there is a lot of money to be made in this community, more now than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you lose respect for someone because they accepted money, but you can't even like their videos so that it can be pushed out further so monetization can happen and they have some other, you're bugging out. The economy's crazy. Somebody gonna cash a check. And if all you do is watch free content and not even like comment something, you put these reviewers in a position where, one, they're going away. There's a lot of people who we liked who just don't do it anymore. They bought too many bottles, gotten no return on their investment. Like, I'm done with it. That's a problem with people who want to be famous. But people have joined the space really wanting to be part of something and never got the recognition and were like, all right, well, if you don't appreciate it, I'm out. And they're gone. And I've seen a bunch of those go. And a lot of those people, or a lot of people in the same space, rather than leave because they didn't get the love from the community because they were established enough, capitalized on their name and got a check. Y'all mad at that too, right? Y'all mad if they don't give you free content, you don't got to do nothing to support it, and y'all mad if they find love somewhere else. It's like, what these days the wolves, the sheep is looking like wolves more. Like they want you to work. They want us to be clowns and just dance on stage for free. And if you find a check somewhere else, they mad that you got a check. Like, give me free content. Give me your honest opinion. Don't make $1 out of it, and I'm not gonna really support you. And if I find out you made $1, I'm going to war with you. Like what do you really want?
So real quick, so what do we constitute a wolf as? That's what I'm saying, because you gave
somebody trying to get the group up, somebody trying to. They're only in it for the money. So you can 100% buy my opinion, and I'm gonna bring you all my sheep because I'm dressed like them, so I'm gonna bring them to you. So they expect me to be protecting them to a certain degree. I'm supposed to give you honest information. But if you cut me the check, then I'm gonna tell them, yo, buy this trash. It smells amazing, and I bring them to you. I let you do what you want. I let you do what you want with my viewers, the people who I'm telling on a weekly basis. We fan here. We do like whatever our communication is, but I'm setting them up for the failure because you can buy my opinion.
Okay, all right. So basically, wolves are people that are, I guess you would say, fragrance soulless. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna push whatever's given to them.
Yeah. There's soulless. Yeah,
they have no quorums. They don't really have any problem. They don't really.
Good performers a lot of the time. By the way, it doesn't look, when you see it, it doesn't look. It's not performed without soul. It's performed with a lot of. It's just that the energy behind it is a different motivation.
Okay.
Different motivation. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's a question. All right. A second ago, you talked about how if you're a reviewer and whatnot, it's kind of asinine for you to think that they're not going to make some money, right? And then in the second, you said the wolves are the ones that are out to make money. Does your, how do I ask this? Because I'm gonna answer it too. At what point does making money distort your ability to give an honest opinion?
When you go to review when you're getting ready to review stuff and you're like, if I do enough of these, I don't got to go to work tomorrow. Stop thinking that this space, just because we're talking and people log in, that this is supposed to pay the mortgage. It was a hobby, right? Keep that same energy. You loved it, right? Keep that same energy. And if the checks come, they come, and they will. They literally will. And whether it's an actual check or bottles or whatever people hate you getting, they will when you're authentic about it. But when you think, I'm going to record myself out of a job, the lines got twisted, bro. Like, we're not even there really anymore. The big people already got discovered, or they're on TikTok. Like, if you enjoy this for what it is, I think you'll do great, and things will naturally work in your favor over time. And if you come in here trying to be a star and thinking you're going to cut a check just because you showed up, it's going to distort your view of how to operate in the space, and then everything you say eventually becomes just purchase opinions.
Okay. Let's head back to Shepherds for a second. All right. So one of the complaints I've heard from several people in the space has been, they've been talking about the fact that people have been led astray. There are people out there that are buying the next bottle, so many clones of imagination, or so many clones of a certain one fragrance, and they're wasting money. There was even one, I think EQ even brought up the fact that there are some people out there that are losing mortgages, losing their houses and whatnot, trying to get these colognes. But here's where I'm heading with this. All right. When I hear these complaints and whatnot, I don't hear this is what I keep hearing. I keep hearing people expecting the reviewers to take onus of other people's mistakes.
In what sense?
I keep hearing a call for them to manage how they review fragrances. What I mean by that is people complain that not everybody needs 5 or 6 clones of imagination, 5 or 6 clones of Blue Talisman and whatnot, which is true.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree with that.
But here's the thing. Is it on us to stop them from buying?
No.
Us as reviewers?
No.
Is it on us to stop them from buying? Is it on us to make sure that they are financially prepared?
Listen, No, so people are gonna be bothered by this.
Hold on. Before you go that way, I got a list of questions. Is it on us? Should we feel responsible for making sure that they are in a good financial space?
I had my answer ready before you even asked.
Okay.
No.
All right. So
this is not a paid. Listen. This is not a paid position. The responsibility inherent in it changes daily because it's not a real position. Based on whatever the space says it is what the position is. It's changed over years, but this is not a paid position, so I have zero responsibility. You log in and watch because you want, or I become like everybody else and eventually do something that's shady, or I keep it a buck and I do what I, and then only 10 people watch me, but my responsibility, like there is no responsibility. Somebody follows me, I follow them back, 50-50, whatever, we good, but what responsibility are we really talking about? I'm responsible for another grown man in another state who has a wife and kid or whatever the case is, and how they spend money because I spend mine my way. You don't know how much money I got coming in. Don't spend like me, assuming that we make similar monies. That's a dumb assumption. That's a really dumb assumption.
And that's fine. No. But even with that, if they go that far, that's on them. Again, my point is this: at what point? Because here's another question. Check it out. So Jason put in here. All right. First of all, let me go ahead and bring like to Will's statement. Okay. All right. And I got you, Fragrance Journey. I got you, Rob. You said you're into several things, but you don't have time to worry about what the next person does. I definitely get it. And I know there's a lot of people that feel that way. But let's address Will's part. He said, for the most part, we are grown adults and we are responsible for ourselves, all right? So with that being said, is that true?
That's ice machine over here.
Okay. Because I was like,
you good. All right,
going on, nigga. All right, but no. So they're grown adults. They have to make their own decisions, right? Well, at the same time, why is it that if we understand that and we accept that, why are we mad at the so many watered down reviewers for going out there and pushing content? If at the end of the day it's on us or whoever is viewing the content to decide what is worth purchasing or what is worth investing time or money in, how exactly? And I was thinking about this because I came in and said it, but are there really wolves out there?
Yeah, there's wolves in every arena of life. There's somebody, listen, in anything in life, somebody gonna get and somebody gonna get got. Like that's, yes, there's wolves. Yes, there are wolves for sure. Yep. And you how you view wolf behavior in this space, go ahead and watch a reviewer who at one point or another, and you got to be fans of these people to really know that their body of work, who don't like a certain profile of fragrance or didn't like a house, and that house found it lucrative to do business with them later, and all of a sudden they have positive things to say about a house, or they don't like an original fragrance, but they'll like the dupe version of the house they're representing. You just said you don't like this, but when this house made their version of it, you like it. Yeah, but somebody's gonna get got. Yes, there are wolves. There's people who are in it solely to use their name to get you to buy something, so they can get some cutback on that.
And I'm with you because I do know that there are some big name reviewers that refuse to talk about certain houses. One of them happens to be one of my top 3 houses, period. All right. And they refuse to talk about them because they don't pay. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay. They don't give free bottles. They don't do a number of things. And so there's a lot of hate towards their way, or should I say ignorance.
Hey, right? I tell you what, though, a lot of clone houses pay a lot. And you'll probably see a lot of the reviewers who he's referring to talking almost exclusively about the ones that pay him. Here's my thing. If you only talk about things that pay you, why do I think you're being honest? You're only saying it because they paid you. Come on, brother. Stop that.
But wait, Rico. They say but they're only talking about
I can't mess with it.
But they say they're only talking about the ones that they actually like from the brand.
All right. That's cool.
You don't believe them?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure, 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 sure. I believe it.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
Come on
Jason
now.
said, no, you shouldn't be responsible for them financially. Right. So we're not
Right.
responsible for their bad decisions, but you do have a responsibility to be honest with your audience. Now, this is where it gets a little cloudy because at some point you have to wonder, where are they not being honest, right? Because
Whoa,
you
whoa, 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 whoa! You said something now. You said something now. Two things can be true at the same time, right? You said you don't have to be responsible, but you do have to be honest. I can be honest and tell you 3 weeks in a row that uh, one of those Spirit of Dubai's that go up to like $1,200-$1,300 is dope, and you go buy three of them, and now you're over 3,000 in the hole, and I told you facts. You're responsible for your finances. I was keeping it honest with you. I told you three fragrances in a row that are outside of your budget. You decided to buy that. My honesty, because you're not able to budget or be responsible with your finances, has caused you a financial blunder. But I wasn't responsible for that. I just did what I do. I come and talk about stuff I like. The last three things that I liked in a row happen to be kind of expensive. What, I'm responsible for something in that?
no, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. There are people that believe that if you review more than one, more than one clone, maybe more than two, hell, more than 3 or 4 clones, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You are part of the problem, as opposed to the fact that the person that's watching the content buying all those clones that you mentioned being the problem. What I'm trying to get at here is that, I've been doing some real thinking about the whole thing that I used to say. All right.
Okay.
Shepherds, wolves, sheep.
Yep.
And now I really believe that, you know what? I'm not necessarily going to call the reviewers and the people that speak on fragrances shepherds or wolves. All right. I think shepherd and wolves are two characteristics that the viewers, that the watchers will place on a reviewer. You know what I'm saying? I think that's up to them, whether it's accurate or not, whether it's valid or not. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my thing is, I really don't have a problem with any of the reviewers. My thing is, if you are one that watches this person for content, recognize what type of content you're getting and recognize what type of content you like from them. You know what I'm saying? Someone could be up there talking about 30,000 fragrances and be honest and happen to like damn near all of them, right?
Facts. It's possible.
But that doesn't but that doesn't mean go buy everything that they liked.
It doesn't mean go buy it. Even if I say I would blind buy this, I'm saying I, with what I know is in my accounts, would go blind buy. I don't know what you got in yours. Don't do everything I do.
Boom. But because we do have such a, I don't even know what to call it, because some people have such a following, man, it just seems that right now, the biggest thing is that, let me just go ahead and say it, we've got a problem in our community, not necessarily with the reviewers, I believe. All right. I think the thing is, I've said this before, acceptance, right? Truth be told, we've got people in here that are going to talk about stuff that they can make a profit off of, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not good. That does not.
That's also a fact.
We've got people that are opportunists in this capitalistic market that is fragcom now, okay? And what they are doing is they are capitalizing off of reporting, or should we say reviewing as many fragrances as possible and trying to make a little dividend off of those that feel like buying them, right? But that doesn't necessarily make them a wolf. What it is now, I think more so than anything, I think that people at one point were wanting to believe that fragcom was more sheep that could be led one way or the other, right? But now the frustration in fragcom, I think, is coming from the fact that the people that we considered viewers and whatnot that were sheep, they're starting to become groups of lemurs.
Okay, yeah. Talk that lemur part, bro, because you still
All
got
right,
me.
all right. For those that don't remember, all right,
I
lemur
haven't
was a
seen
game.
Madagascar in a while, so refreshing.
Well, here's the thing. Lemur was a game, all right, that was on one of the what you call this. But the basically, wait, what I think it was a lemur. Lemurs were the ones that if one did one thing, the rest of them would do, right?
Bro, this is your idea. I'm with you right now. Where you taking us?
I'm
Where you
trying to see.
taking us?
Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. I'm trying to see, man. I'm trying to pull it up.
Yo,
Nah,
while he's looking that up, I'm gonna say this: if a reviewer gets sent a bottle and gets cut a check and gets told say these words, and in that they go ahead and put paid advertisement and tell you exactly what the brand wanted you to say, just that because they're big enough name and a trusted voice, they'd rather the message come from you, and you are transparent with the people who are viewing you, then I really don't see the issue. The problem is when you're using when you're getting paid, you're saying the words that the brand expected you to say, but you're making it come off theatrically as if it were your honest opinion. That's deceptive in nature, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Once again, I've never been cut a check. I'm not saying I wouldn't take a check. I'm saying that there are more reputable ways of working through that problem right there.
all right. So
Perfect timing.
there used to be a game, man. I can't remember if it was called Lemurs or not. There used to be a game, I believe it was on Genesis, right? And basically, the whole thing was that one lemur would or one animal would be going through the game, and the rest would follow, right? So if
I
you
think that
join,
was lemon. Oh, lemons.
was it
Lemmings.
lemmings?
Lemmings.
Maybe
Lemmings.
that's what it. Okay,
I think it
okay.
was
It was
lemmings.
something like that. But dude, all right. So
Man, he
basically,
got
make
me
a
feeling
long story short,
my
what I think
Atari
is,
knowledge.
yeah, it was like back. It was back in the day. It
Yeah,
was
I don't
back
think it
in the
was
day.
Sega. I think it was Atari.
It may have been Atari, man. It shows our
Yeah,
age.
lemmings.
Yeah.
Lemmings.
Okay. But check this out. So I believe what the thing is that nowadays we got more and more lemmings coming into Fradcom. We got more and more people that don't want to figure things out on their own. They don't want to be led anywhere. They want to be told what to get. And unfortunately, the bulk of those people that are heavy in Fradcom now are younger and their attention span is shorter. So guess what? They are literally diving through things, trying to figure things out in a hurry, right? And it's not resonating with some of us older members of Fradcom. You know what I'm saying? So what is coming across as easier to understand, to relate to in a sense connect to and buy from? Well, it's a newer guy that has quicker content, that's quick and more to the point, and isn't giving me a full breakdown. I just want to know what's going on.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think there are some older people, including myself at times, you know what I'm saying, that have not been able to deal with that or adapt to it. Now, some would say, yeah, some would say, you know what, there shouldn't have to be an adaptation. But you know what? At some point, Fradcom adapted from where it was that we hopped in, Rico, to where it
Mm-hmm.
was 3 years, 5 years prior to when
Yeah.
other people were already established, like Raf and everybody else, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I think is there is a frustration because there's a loss of translation because the influx of people that are coming in huge waves compared to what it was. All right. But the thing is that they're looking for one style of content more so than others. And that's just not what a lot of us are used to giving. All right. We're not used to breaking it down and saying, well, for context purposes, if you ain't got this, what I'm saying, you need to just sit there. They not here for that. They want to know, what does it cost? What is it? How does it smell? Is it gonna get me? Is it gonna have the panties dropping? All right. It's the titles. All right. Is it gonna be, what I'm saying, top 10?
Yo, let me say something. Since you said that real quick, if you listen to me right now, right, and you watch videos that say panty droppers, top 10 panty droppers, this will get you, and you got terrible fragrance in your collections, congratulations, you played yourself. Like, cause ain't no fragrance gonna get your ugly ass any panties dropping. If you was waiting for fragrance to do it, find a new hobby, bro. Stop that. You silly, and then you mad and you complaining at people doing this, but like you opening the dummy box every time and you mad at the result. Like, what are you doing?
So who are you talking to though, Rico? You talking to the reviewers or who you talking to?
Both. BOOF. Both.
Sound like boof.
Both. You a clown if you say that and you mean it. You a clown if you say that and you mean it. And you a clown if you subscribe to that and you're still wondering why it doesn't work. Like, did I not put enough sprays? No, no, that's not why. That's not a thing. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it, bro.
So,
if you think perfume is changing that outcome.
So how do we, as the so-called guardians of Fragcom, the reviewers, what I'm saying, the people that, because this is how everybody sees themselves, all right? This is how I ain't gonna say everybody, but this is how a lot of people sees themselves. They see themselves as the guardians of Fragcom, right? Mm-hmm. So how do
everybody's the guardian now, though? Everybody's the guardian.
Well, that's a trend too.
It's like 1,000 guardians going against each other now. But
it's a million Robin Hoods. You know what I'm saying? It's a million. Hey, I'm not gonna do you like that. So believe me. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I'm gonna rob you less than this one.
Yeah, there's a million of them now. So how do you distinguish yourself from the rest? How do you help those that are, what I'm saying? Because this is something that should be discussed. And I'm sure you
don't want to hear my answer. You really don't want to hear because it's not a good one.
No, dude. Yes. No, but I want it to be real.
I don't care. That's how I don't care. I don't care. If you like me, watch me. If you don't. I don't care. I don't make money off of this stuff in that way. And the way that you would traditionally make money doing this. So my money doesn't come from. My money doesn't come from this. So even in the fragrance space, this is not how I monetize this fragrance industry. Not by talking to you and getting you to buy stuff. So I don't care. Watch it or don't. I don't care. Watch the other junk. I don't care because I'm only here to say real shit, and talk about fragrances I like. Because the other side of the argument is I've never heard you say which fragrance you don't like because I don't talk about fragrances I don't like. So if I talked about it, I liked it and it's authentic. Why? Because it's the ones I buy. I'm not waiting for bottles to come in for free. I spend money. Like over my shoulder right here, you can see Bodicia's. I don't know who Bodicia sends free bottles to, but it's sure the F ain't me. I'm from the cheapest to the most expensive. I'm buying this stuff, so I don't care. I wouldn't shift my position on anything in the hopes that more people would like or comment or whatever. Watch it or don't. I don't care.
Here's the thing. But there are people out there that really believe that our job is to save the community, to save the viewers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because here's the thing, Rico. You can't tell me that they don't believe that we're not here to save them if they're going to complain that people are being corrupted. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do believe that. Yes, I do believe that.
It's a lot of people out there doing this. Y'all ain't doing it right. Y'all ain't doing this, and you should be doing this. But when it's your turn to do a review, when it's your turn to speak on it, when it's your turn to put your information out there, how do you present yourself? And are you connecting with those that need to be, as you say, realigned to the community?
Listen, I talk how I talk. I think I made that like from day one. I talk like I talk. Like I'm not changing based on somebody's new opinion of what they expect from me. Number one. Number two, the idea that what our job is, again, this is not a job. This is not a paid position. This is the thing we do. If you don't like it, you scroll to the next person, and maybe they do what you like. But this is absolutely not a job because y'all ain't cutting checks. Y'all not cutting checks. Yeah, I don't see, since I've been on here, I don't see a bunch of bing bing. You just got bing pay, super pay. I didn't see none of that. So you don't have the right to tell me what I'm supposed to do. You're watching for free. Watch it for free, respectfully. And I'm gonna talk for free. But the idea, this is not a paid position. That's silly. Stop that.
But that's not what I'm asking. What I'm saying, where I'm getting at is this. All right. At the end of the day, is there well, no, what you said was right. We're not getting paid for this, but here's the thing. Does it make our responsibility any that less clear that I mean, if we're not getting paid, do we still owe it to our community, to our audience, to break down everything to where they can understand?
If your intent, which I think here for the most part it is, if your intent is to build community, then yes. But if you make yourself part of a community, then you can tell that the person at the top is just trying to make a dollar, then you're silly for joining that community. But if you show up to a location, for example, like this, where people gonna talk what it is, whether it's offensive or not, and it's not always a pleasant conversation, but we're just giving real opinions about what it is. There's a dark side and a bright side to everything. We address both sides. Then yeah, that's the brand that's being built here. You got to be transparent. If I don't like something, you got to respect that I don't like it. Gems might like it, I might not. We're gonna disagree, but we respectfully, I don't like what you like, you don't, and you may, and we may have some common ground, but just being transparent is fair if we're establishing this is what we do here. Just, you know what I mean? Don't be a snake and say the same words you're saying here and then still be for hire. That's all. Just be who you are innately through and through. Cameras on, off. Like my conversations with Gems don't sound different on the phone when we're not on the camera. Like I'm authentically myself. I'm comfortable being me. People should do that throughout, and then I think they'll get more credibility. People will feel it. Like even now, and I was talking about this earlier with Nika before we jumped. I'm like, yo, I think I said this before. I think what Jason saying, I don't care what anybody says, and he's willing to take it a step further and go the extra mile to let them know because he don't need nothing from nobody, and realizing that approach to the full extreme could be problematic to the growth of a brand. And like, yo, I'm gonna step back and let you do what you're doing over there because I know it's better for you if I just. That's real shit. Like that's. But being real about it, you can. There's definitely levels of it. Like we can do it respectfully. I agree to be respectful about this when I can. But it's just being real. Like if we're real, let's be real. But people will subscribe to anything and then get mad at the outcome at the end. Like yo, really do your homework. See, go back a couple of videos and see what they was talking about certain things. See what the energy was like. A lot of people get purchased out here, and I'm telling you, cross your heart, yo. Don't let the wrong check come across my, because I'm gone. I'm leaving y'all. I'm out. I'm out. I'm sorry. The checks is out there. Stop being crazy.
All right, great. All right.
Lemmings.
There we go.
Lemmings.
I forgot what it was called. I don't know why I kept saying lemurs, but yes. All right. So
everybody who put lemmings in there, by the way, you just showed your age card.
Yeah,
if you know the real name, because that ain't no new game.
that game is hella old.
Shout out to old
that was when we was in elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, facts.
Those were bottom tier colored
graphics. Shout out to old heads.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and I'm getting through the chat. I'm trying to get down to it, but at the end of the day, it's like you said, Rico. We really do. We have to just keep it honest. All right. We as reviewers, we as people that speak on the fragrances, on the brands and whatnot, it is up to us to keep it honest. But at the end of the day, we are not responsible for the actions, for the credit card, for the money spent on the other end. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how many times people want to make these people out to be bad guys, there's always going to be those in all these spaces, whether it be sneakers, whether it be perfume or whatnot, that are out to get $1. All right. And not everybody that's out there making money is selling you lies. Some of them selling you truth. Thing is that you don't have to buy everything that they tell you the truth about. You know what I'm saying? You know, you only need so many pages to make a good book. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But Rico, let's do this. All right. So for the sake of doing it, if you had to pick out five things that I guess you would feel you need to touch on in a review for your audience. What are the five most important things that you want to touch on, honestly touch on for your audience? What would you say if you were to do a review?
I think for the most part that question is like low hanging fruit. The responses anyway, the things that people generally, especially when they're first entering the space, because they hear these things across the board, they're kind of wired to ask you, what's the projection, what's the CI, what's the longevity, what's the price point, and who's the perfumer. If you know those five, I think it tells people a lot about. And I would still throw in like the bonus part, even though I saw somebody say all reviewers do is read the notes. You'd be surprised how many times I get a comment on Instagram or YouTube like, "What are the notes?" Yeah, maybe reviewers just read the notes. Y'all don't want to read notes. Y'all want reviewers to read y'all the notes. It is what it is. Like I read it all the time. What are the notes? And I'm like, bro, listen to the whole video. I said them all in there. Like just go listen. So yeah, y'all do want to hear notes, even though y'all think y'all don't. So yeah, the notes as well. The notes as well. They want to know them. They do. They don't like you saying them, but if you don't, it's like, why you didn't tell me the notes? Like, pick your arguments, bro.
All right. Now that we got the five things that you think they should address, what are five things that they should address for the sake of their audience? Better yet, give me three things that they should address to their audience, not to the brand, not to the perfume. Three things that they should touch on that would kind of provide more trust with their audience. What should they do?
First of all, do I really enjoy it? Is it something that is likable to me? If I have worn it for enough time, I still think that that at minimum, one of the things that people really do want to know, because of economic purposes, is the longevity. And do I believe in the product? Like, do I genuinely believe in the product? Was the brand, the perfumer, whatever? Would I buy this with my own money, whether it was sent to me or not? Is this something that I'm generally interested? Would I really recommend that you buy it? That's something that across my entire framework, like. I don't use the term "go buy this" or "you should buy this." I don't like to use that because I don't know if you should buy it. I know I would buy it. If I was you, I'd buy it, but I don't know if you should buy it. So I never tell people what they should buy. I'll tell you it's good, and if you don't buy it, you're probably dumb. But I'm not saying you should buy it.
Okay, all right. I mean, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Just tell. I mean, outside of honesty and the basic five principles that you already touched on, yeah. I mean. What would you wear it with? Where did you wear it for? You know what I'm saying? If this ain't a first wear, like, you know what I'm saying? Give something that gives a little personal, you know what I'm saying? Something that's less dry, less matter of fact, something that's more personal and speaks to you. But check this out, bro. So we had a couple of statements in here. I don't want to get by it, but like shout out to that guy Cardo, right? So he said panty dropper fragrances may work on Harry Hines. Rico, you been to Dallas, bro? Have you been to Dallas?
No. Yeah. I did one time. Yeah, I went to one of Bougie's events.
Okay. Okay. All right. Tell me this: have you ever heard of Harry Hines out here?
Nah, I was there for like a weekend, and I bounced again.
Okay, good. Harry Hines is a strip, right? Harry Hines is a famous strip in Dallas that is now known for all the wholesale that's on it. All right, but there's one other item that you can catch on wholesale at night.
Enough said. So once again, panty droppers, not accurate.
I'm not sure if it's
for the right
fragrance that they're dropping the panties for. If you're on Harry Hines, I'm not sure if
it's not the fragrance, buddy.
It might be the dinero, the green. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Jules and everybody else who came in. Simone, Tazo, baby. Hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, and Tazo wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? Just a quick touch on that panty dropper thing. Y'all got to understand, it's less about the cologne and more about you. Cologne is just a cherry on top. That's the least enjoyable part of a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Where the cologne should be one of the least enjoyable parts of you that a woman should be there for. And if she's there for the cologne, then that just means
anybody can buy that cologne, fam.
And anybody can buy that girl.
Like facts though. Like if the best thing about you is the 120 thing that you got from Macy's, then all I gotta do is go do the same thing, and you're done, son. Like stop. That's not the best thing on you. That's crazy.
Yeah. Mundo is tripping because he said.
Hold on. Go back one. Let me read that last one.
Which one?
The last comment. I was ready to do a hands down.
It's
when I smell smoky jazz out of. First of all, mind your manners, and second, Smoky Jazz is a beast, though. Have you smoked Smoky Jazz?
Boy, what are you talking about? I have it. I wear it.
Smoky Jazz.
Smoky Jazz is liked by a lot of females.
Every now and then.
Smoky Jazz is one of the ones. Real talk.
Smoky Jazz is one
and
of
then she gonna say, I'm
gonna tell.
Just
for anybody who's wondering, Smoky Jazz is one of those ones, but it comes in this label. This is the line. Oh, the same. This is what kills it. The basic. We're in an era of people want sexy bottles, but if you put the same juice in a sexy bottle, it'd have been lit, and that's what it is.
First and foremost, let's get out of our own way.
Yes.
First and foremost, let's get out of our own way.
Word.
Okay? Because if that is what's going to determine this, then you are going to miss out on a lot of beautiful.
Well, historically, people miss out on a lot already because that is accurate.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's a beat.
This right here.
But when you see the labeling, when you see the bottle, people may feel underwhelmed compared to a Zerja or a Roja. The aesthetic, I think, is what's dictating a lot of how people feel about it.
Yeah. Not for real. Oh, all right. We're going to get past all this. You know what I'm saying? That boy said that is borderline incest, unk. Oh, my God. Boy, y'all wild. Don't even try and figure it out, Rico. That is Jules and Mr. Virtue, okay? Wilding out.
Oh.
And out in the chat.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that. Yeah, right. Next.
Yeah, let's get it rolling past. All right. My guy Will said a lot of people in this space don't know who they really are, so they can't be themselves.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
Yeah. So a lot of them don't know who they are in the space. So hey, they spend a lot of time trying to be the next person, trying to be the big person. You know what I'm saying?
So Marion Franks, that's like the funny person in the chat.
We have a lot of sit down comedians in the chat. All right.
Okay, but definitely one of them. Yeah, no, because
he can be at times. He can be at times.
Right?
Yes.
That's satire. That's satire. Right.
That's definitely satire. If you really want panty dropping, next time.
All right, Frank.
We got a lot of satire in here for real.
Got some jokers. That ain't it.
So showing love, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, but check it out. So here's the deal. All right. So we talk about the shepherd and whatnot. Just do your thing. All right. Do your thing. Keep it real. Always reveal whether or not it's a paid advertisement, but do your thing. I never tell anybody not to make money because hell, at the end of the day, I want to make a little money. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to make a little money from this? But there are ways to do it. My biggest thing is that I've been snapping back on a lot of the people that have been pointing the finger because some of them that I've seen have been the people that have been accused of giving not so good reviews, not so good this and whatnot. And it's like, it's either you didn't know that you were in that group, that people were putting you in that group, or now it almost seems like, let me say
Or you
this.
don't care. Or you don't care.
Well, the ones that don't care don't even really acknowledge it. I'm talking about the ones that are fully acknowledge it. It seems okay. Let me say this. Let me wrap it, or not wrap it up. Let me say this. I was talking to somebody else about this. Why does it seem like nowadays when people are complaining about whether or not people are genuine, it seems like a tactic of don't listen to them, listen to us.
Listen to me, yeah. Yeah,
You know
because
what I'm
it's better for your business.
Right. And every time I look up, there's somebody presenting themselves as Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want your money. I want your views.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, they want your money too. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, right? I will say this, and I think this is where there tends to be a classier route to it, where if I can get enough of your views, you make me valuable. I make money from somebody else. I don't need money from you. If enough of you watch me, my numbers make me valuable to a brand. I don't make money for you. I make money for somebody else. Because the numbers dictate that my voice is valuable in whatever aspect, whether it's at a going to represent a brand at a show, um, advertising, helping them develop things. Um, you prove my worth in a way just by being down with me, and because of that, I don't have to come back to YouTube and look for money here.
True. All right.
And there and if you operate in the space, then you know exactly what that looks like. And if you don't, then it's really not important, and it's a lot to explain. But you get it. Like it's you can do a lot more with a healthy viewership of people who really rock with you, and that you keep it authentic with, and that makes other people want to become part of that group. And with that, it just makes you more valuable, and you get to take people along with you on that ride. When you get to those places, doing those lives, doing those exclusive content, stuff like that, I think helps build that brand. Again, you get to do it just by viewership. If the viewership is right and you make yourself that valuable to your viewers, then brands see that value and they know how to make that work for all parties.
So it's funny because it sounds like it sounds like you're saying do your thing and let the brands decide who's worthy. But I would say so too. But let's be honest, there's a lot of complaining in the community because the brands ain't viewing theirs the same. You know what I'm saying? They complain about a lot of people who don't review like them, but are getting the attention of the brands, the distribution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's not gonna stop. The brands are gonna pick. Listen, one of the craziest things I heard, but it is what it is. This is how industries work. Steve Jobs is famously known for saying, "I don't care what school kids and parents want. I'll tell them what they need." iPhone, iPad. He told us what we wanted. We had a list of what we needed. He said, "Shut that down. This is how education works moving forward. I'm gonna tell you what you need." And then he made it, and then we bought it, and we made it the number one product. Brands don't care what you have to say. They will determine who has value and who has longevity in this game. They'll put the money behind that individual, and sooner or later you get down and lay down. But they're not really concerned with what a couple of people who may or may not buy it with. When they have a following of people, you get one individual who has millions of viewers, and each of those, out of every million, maybe 1/4 buys. You still, and they have 4 million. You still have 1 million buyers. They want what the person with a lot of numbers has to say, not what the viewers have to say. It's an ugly business. I'm sorry to tell you, your voice ain't important if it don't got numbers. So you can complain, but they're gonna keep that person. They're representing the brand because everybody else rocks with it, and the numbers suggested it would. And this is a numbers game, not a feelings game.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And we all know it's a numbers game. We all know that everybody's out there reading each other's analytics, you know what I'm saying, trying to see how much engagement you got, whether it be on IG or TikTok or whatever it may be, right? They're always doing that. All right. What up, after? Yeah, man. But no, but the numbers game is what they're playing. So no matter what, how you feel and whatnot. So let me get to my point. All right, let me get to the overall point. So Rico, these people that are complaining about the new wave or the new thing that's in Fragcom, what do we really surmount that up to? You know what I'm saying? Because truth be told, it's like they're appealing to the young people. This is what the young people want, right? They want something quick. They want to know there's this and that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have all day. Are they ruining Fragcom, or are they giving another dimension to it now that it's changed?
It's a dimension thing. It's just another dimension. I equate that to a problem I had a few years ago. Then I just let it go, which is um, and I'm sorry if I drag the conversation a different way because people might comment on this, but um, with hip hop music, right? Like I'm a real hip hop head. Like I don't care about the top 10 charts. Like I'm a lyricist at heart. I will listen to the words, wordplay, punchline, all that. And then all of a sudden we had mumble rap and we had like emo rap and we had all these hyphenated raps. I'm like, this is not hip hop, bro. This is not hip. You can't just call everything just because somebody of a certain ethnicity does something. Call it. So if I start put out a emo face guitar and like no, it's not hip hop. Like Lil Nas X is not hip hop. Like it's pop music. It's pop music, but you want to give it a certain stroke of the brush because you feel you can get it. Nah, keep it real. That was my initial thought, and then I was like, you know what? That's I'm old. I'm old, and that's what happened to a lot of us frag heads. The old heads want to keep things a certain way. Life changes, and in a few years we won't be around anymore, and the new school determines what it is. And then they get old and they don't like it, and the people behind them, we were the rebels when we were kids. Remember, we was making fun of old people, and now we're the old people, and the young kids make fun of us, and they don't get. They're gonna beat us in a minute.
So
So
it's like
it's
this
just another branch.
LeBron
Yeah,
Jordan thing.
yeah, like now you the old guy, bro. And next, the conversation. There was a time when there was no LeBron or Kobe and Jordan. It was Dr. J or Jordan, who's the greatest. And Dr. J's not in the conversation. Jordan will not be in that conversation soon. And then it'll be the people when LeBron is the old man watching with gray hair. Jordan will be out the conversation. He'll be the guy who makes sneakers.
Not,
My point is,
not. I gotta disagree on that one, but I definitely get where you're coming from. I
That,
get
that,
where
that,
you.
that's cool. That's cool. The greatest boxers of all time are only people who you watch on color TV these days. But the ones who should be talked about were in black and white or before TVs.
I
So
get that. I
that's an
believe it.
opinion.
I believe it. I
What you
believe
just
it.
said is an opinion. What I'm telling you is what statistical data says he will be out of the conversation. If this world goes on long enough, no one is going to remember Jordan as a great player. He'll be the sneaker guy because Dr. J's in New York these days is more known for a debunk now a store, a retail store that's no longer available. But he was a basketball player. When's the last time you heard Will Chamberlain talked about? Who scored
Okay,
100
but
points in the game? Who
I
who
never.
scored 100 points in the game recently? Nobody cares though, right? The time's passed. Time's passed, bro. The most important thing today is insignificant tomorrow. Time's passed. It will.
There are
Jordan will
gonna be
pass.
there are gonna be some that stick around.
You know
Okay.
why Jordan will pass? Because we got Kobe, and people will remember Kobe more than Jordan. Because people alive right now still remember Kobe who have never seen the Jordan game.
You want to know why Jordan will be around longer than Kobe?
Because of sneakers.
And because of a lifespan,
Because of
unfortunately.
sneakers.
Rest
Because
in,
of
rest,
sneakers.
rest in peace.
Because of sneakers, bro.
I'm telling you right now.
That's why. Listen, if you want to say within little hubs of people who live that basketball is life circles, great. I'm talking about the general population will move on because the general population doesn't live, breathe sneakers and basketball. But Kobe is currently relevant still in conversations, and Jordan comes up in those conversations when they're comparing him to Kobe or LeBron, who's better. We have nothing to talk about Jordan anymore. His time's passed. Are you still in that phase where you think Jordan is still something to talk about? His time in sports is over. You know that, right? Like he's in NASCAR and all that other stuff. You still talking about Jordan stats? That's not good. What are we talking about?
But Rico, but
No, he
Rico,
don't play no more. What are you talking about?
it ain't about that. What is that one debate that LeBron has going on right now? It's him and who? They already skipped over Kobe. Kobe ain't even in people's top 3 anymore. That's why I'm
You
like,
said what LeBron's argument is. LeBron never wanted Kobe to be part of the argument in the first place. He's always wanted to be a him Jordan argument.
But my point is, you're still playing into mind that Jordan's always going to be in there. Kobe,
no, I'm not playing into it.
Jordan.
I'm saying that LeBron. You use LeBron for an example. Yeah, you use LeBron is gonna say it's me and Jordan because you don't want Kobe in that. But and by the way, it's weird that his argument comes at a very fortunate time in his life where Kobe can't say shit about it. Great time. I didn't hear that before. I didn't hear that when Kobe was on the court. I didn't hear that when Kobe was on the sidelines. But now he got tough talk. The point is, look, nothing lasts forever. Let it go. Nothing lasts forever.
Hey, and that's what I'll be trying. Look. At the end of the day, all right, everything evolves. Everything evolves. Shoe collecting has evolved. All right, we got to a point where nobody
these sneakers right now.
I'm saying, and then not to mention, remember there was a point where, it was one thing to buy shoes and keep them, right? Then it became a collector's thing where people were just buying them to resell. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about the culture; it was about dollars.
Yeah. Making money. Yeah, facts. Facts.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, right now, I think that's where we are with Fradcom.
That's what I'm
saying. But the difference in it is that I think that this is a piece of Fradcom, whereas it was a whole thing. It was the entirety of the sneaker con, where people were just buying and reselling, right? It made up the entire entity of SneakerCon. But now, all right, we're over here in Fradcom, and now with this influx of younger kids and whatnot, hey, they're coming in. And Will, I am not paying you no mind because my beard has come a long way. All right. I accidentally had to cut off some. You see that, Rico?
Yeah. I was hoping you didn't speak on it.
No.
Hold up. Because look, this is a great point. Dame said Mayweather is the greatest boxer pound for pound, but Prime Tyson, though. Man. Now, here's what I love about pound for pound, right? Mayweather, greatest boxer, pound for pound, but Tyson would kill him. But pound for pound, he's the greatest. In history, he'll be looked at in a different light than Tyson. Because a boxer who got hit the least, hit others the most, was struck the least amount of time, and defeated the least amount, you're gonna have a different look on paper. But Tyson would kill you. Like that's not even a conversation to have. Like you're the greatest, but I'll kill you.
Somebody
you're
tell
the greatest,
me,
but I'll kill you.
What weight class was Mayweather in?
What's it? Well, 45, 55?
Not heavyweight.
If Taz didn't hit,
not heavyweight.
No.
All I'm saying is, you had to in different weight classes. You got to fight a different way.
I get what pound for pound means. I get what my point is. Pound for pound is irrelevant when I can still kill you. That's a nice trophy to have when I'm murdering you with my bare hands. It sounds good. It sounds amazing. And here you are on the floor. Where'd the pound for pound go? How good is your pound for pound? That's a cool trophy to have while you face down on the ground. Meanwhile, I'm not even on the list. I'm not even considered for pound is dope. Okay, but who put in the work? All right.
He said, all right. But yeah, man. But hey, look. At the end of the day, I think a lot of us just need to do a better job of accepting the evolution of Fradcom or a piece of Fradcom. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of us feel like we're losing something. But the truth is, really and truth, you either gaining some of the young kids or you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're either giving them what they're looking for or you're not. If you're doing that short form content and whatnot, and it's coming along, cool. But if you're not, you just got to go with what works. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of complaining because I think the newer generation is making a lot of money for these companies and for other people. And it's kind of like in the NBA, right, Rico? If you've noticed, they've done good about this because the previous All Stars and NBA players, they made their money, right? Now they're retired. The good ones found things to invest in, ways
Right.
to spend their money smart and whatnot. And so now they're making their money work for them now, right? Or they're in a position where they have some power, even if it's not at the top of the NBA. So you don't see them out there getting mad at these $300 million contracts over 6 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them throwing temper tantrums because back in the day they were blessed if they got 2 million. You know what I'm saying? It was a great thing to have a $10 million contract over a period
Yeah.
of 5
A
years.
big deal, in fact.
But here's the thing: they've accepted the evolution.
Yeah.
They've accepted that it's a money thing now. It's about TV contracts and whatnot, and that these new guys are going to end up making more money. But they can't be mad at them because they're making more than they did when they were in there. All they
No.
can do is try and adjust to the times and try and see if they can make some money at the same time. And that is what I wish would happen more in this space, other than people coming out on camera and complaining about how things are going. Why not just do your thing and see where it takes you, rather than the rants about people getting sent on trips, the rants about a number of things. You know, it seems like Fragcom has become ComplainCom. That's what it almost seems like too many times. Is there stuff that's happening that we should be worried about? I'm sure there are. But every time I turn on, I see a complaint about this, a complaint about that.
We like to complain, bro. That's why. Listen, real life is hard as it is, but you get to turn on YouTube and talk shit all day, and just comment and talk shit. It's a great place. This is very, very therapeutic for a lot of people. You can't. You're scared in real life. Your boss bosses you around. Your spouse tells you what to do. Nobody respects you. Come be a tough guy on social media. Talk crazy. Complain about everything. Here's when you have a voice. Enjoy the platform. I don't care. I said that before. I don't like when people have crazy comments. I thumbs up them and play into it a little bit and just to get some more comments from them because it helps my algorithm. I'm gonna entertain all the yo. If you a troll, please talk crazy on my pages. I love it. I'm gonna interact with you. We're gonna get some more content for me. Yeah, I'm gonna make the best out of everything. But taking it to heart, like again, is this your real job? If it is, then you probably don't listen to what I have to say because it's not mine. But for everybody else, this is not my real. Like I'm doing this on a Sunday evening. I mean, and then I'm gonna go to bed and go to work tomorrow. But this is what it is. I don't take it that seriously. So, if you do, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a space where we come talk about fragrance. That's all. This is a space where we come talk about fragrance.
Here we go. Jason said, Fragcom will never go back to the way it used to be. Been
I
saying
agree.
that. It's already
I
evolved.
agree.
We
Yeah,
just have to
move on.
move on and do what those and watch those who you align with, right? And don't watch those that you don't align with. Exactly. And
Yeah.
stop fucking complaining.
You have a choice. Scroll the other way. There's so much content out there.
Unsubscribe. Don't like. You don't have to give them a thumbs down. Just don't like. Don't give them any
a thumbs down.
views.
It's
You
an
know what I'm
option.
saying?
You're allowed to do that too. Do what you give them a damn thumbs down if you don't like it. If you think it's trash, let them know you think it's trash. Don't go back.
Yeah.
Listen, it's again, these are not paid positions. Feel free to do what you want to do. It's an open playground. If you don't like stuff, say it. If you like stuff, say it. And if something bothers you that much, move on. Because there's a lot of energy to be wasted on stuff that is irrelevant.
Yeah. Look, check this out. So Marin asked, what part of Fragcom has been lost? All right. It's not so much that it's lost, it's what we keep finding in spaces. You know, there's a whole lot of crying on TikTok, a lot of people trying to blame others' way of doing stuff as the reason for Fragcom falling off. You hear people saying, "Oh, they don't even know how to review." Well, they don't review like you. You know what I'm saying? But their reviews get a lot of attention from those that like their reviews. They watch
There
them.
it is. Yeah.
So I tell you
No,
what,
the
why
numbers
don't
talk.
right? So why don't you take less time complaining about it and curate your reviews to those that watch you? You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I don't get. You know what I'm saying? But it's that, I mean, honestly, Fragcom is turned into Real Housewives. All right, and that's what it is. If you believe someone doesn't have integrity, if you believe that someone is not doing things right, just stop giving them light. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving them light. Stop giving them attention. Just go to the spaces that entertain you or bring you the most value. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
hold on.
What's up?
The question right there, Mary and Frank. What part of Fragcom has been lost? I'll tell you this, right?
What you think?
Go to go to Instagram, or you go to YouTube, right? And go to Big Beard Business. Go back to videos 3 years ago and look at what he's talking about right now. Look at his content from then to now. Who's another one? Even and this is a channel that I love to this day, Redolescence. Go back 3 years, his content then, and how, for the most, I will say that he keeps a lot of the same style, but how fast it is now versus before. We've lost that engagement where people really care about the development of fragrance. They just want to know, is it good? And as much as there is a solid group of us who care about those core elements of fragrance, like the larger community has spoken and the algorithm proves it. So we as reviewers, the ones who feel maybe the same way a lot of you feel, that let's take the time and talk us through the process, we're being drowned by the rest of the community who's moved on. It's not relevant. The algorithm doesn't address our content the same way because it's too long, it's too drawn out, it's too detailed, and people just want to know, is it a panty dropper? Does it smell good? How cheap is it?
Yeah.
If that's what the algorithm is pumping, and y'all mad at us because we trying to stay relevant. Explain that part. That's
Just
what
evolve.
what the material is becoming. We're just adjusting to what's going on around us, and it's like there's negativity if you don't grow, but there's negativity if you adjust in the attempts to grow in that space.
So which one you gonna be? Which one you gonna be? You gonna be stagnant, or you gonna evolve too? That's the question at hand. And check this out. So Rafan said, it's not the whole Fragcom gems. I get that. I watch a plethora of fragrance content from the men and women, and I can assure you that it's only a handful of creators that make a huge difference about, or a tiff about creators. I'm gonna tell you like this, all right? There's a lot of truth in what you said, but I think it's fortunate that you have your algorithm set up. And this is one of the things that I was watching EQ the other day. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? But anyway, he had a good point. All right. He had a really good point. And he made a statement about your algorithm is what you make of it, right? So he has on his IG algorithm nothing but cars, supercars, home renovations, and some other things, right? And so he doesn't really have a lot of pop-ups of fragrance, right? Well, me, on the other hand, on one of my accounts, on one of them, right? I've got nothing but fragrance, right? And, with that being the case and me following so many people on that account, I get a little whiff of everything, all right? But then I also, because now IG is integrated with TikTok, in a sense that the TikTokers will automatically input their quickie on IG or on TikTok. They'll put it on their IG account. And so it gets overloaded. And so if you're in that algorithm, they're going to kick out everything that's connected to it, even people that you're not following. right? But make a long story short, adjusting what you view, all right, so that you don't have to be included in all the what would you say, the effery out here in Fragcom, all the complaining, all the lack of wanting to evolve with the algorithm and with everybody else that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? If you want to,
I got an issue. I got an issue.
The algorithm. It's gonna be hard for some, but
I do have innately an issue with that concept, and I'll tell you what it is. I'm a frag head. I'm not a like down low frag head. I don't create accounts for fragrance. My real YouTube has fragrance in it because I'm a real frag head and I look up the stuff and I view the stuff. I consume it as much as I produce it. This is my I don't create different accounts for YouTube. The idea that my real YouTube views or algorithm is not consistent with how I present myself on social media, and y'all read between the lines as much as y'all want, says a lot about what I'm promoting, because my real YouTube account is fragged out, swagged out. That's where when I want to listen to hip hop music and listen to battles and my fragged out, swagged out, which is Rico, is battle rap, mixtape shit, and fragrance. That's what's really on my shit. Cause that's what I really do. I don't create accounts to benefit the fragged out, swagged out product, but live a different life. I'm a real frag head. So that what you just said blew my mind, and so much. Like I'm trying to not be crazy negative while processing what you just said, because you're saying that so reviewers don't really do this like that. They don't really get into fragrance. They just create pages for content, but their real world has nothing to do with fragrance or anything like that.
no, that's not what I said.
It kind of sounds like if you watch this tomorrow and you hear this, and I'll be very clear. I'm not saying you said you do that. It kind of sounds like that's what Equality Fragrance said. That his page only does supercars, house, like it has nothing to do with fragrance.
No, that's we're talking about IG. It's a different type of algorithm on IG. IG is its algorithm that you get on IG is what you scan to, what you like, what you choose to look at. All right. We were talking about IG, not YouTube.
Okay. I just okay.
No, yeah.
Because that's kind of crazy.
No. It's two different algorithms, 3 different algorithms if you include TikTok. On IG, you can have everything fragrance on your page, tag, hashtag, all that. But when it refers you to different pages to look up, if you're not scrolling through and liking and sharing a bunch of fragrance content, it will only send you what you are interested in. So say, for instance, it may be Black history, it may be Latino history, it may be basketball, it could be recruitment, anything. It adjusts to what you choose to watch, not what you post.
I mean, so to be fair, my Instagram is my Instagram mirrors my YouTube. I look at the same shit.
And there we go. And that's cool. And that's cool.
Hip hop fragrance. And mixed martial arts.
There's nothing wrong with it. The point is that because of one of the statements that someone else said, I believe it may have been Rafan or whatnot, that basically leaning into the don't let it bother you. If it's not for you, what we were saying earlier, then get rid of it, right? If the negativity from that person or if they're always talking about, then get rid of it. I get it.
Facts.
I get it. But that's going to be the quickest way. All right. Outside of that, like Rafan said, there are plenty of people that only talk about fragrances. But, and I honestly, I wouldn't mind doing it myself, but we're trying to build a community here. And in building a community, we want it to be about a little more than fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what in the world? Oh boy, why did I click on this? I am not about to get into boxing right now. All right. But hey, Your boy Marion, all right. The sometimes troll here said, good point about the Triple B. Used to watch him in Bowtie Heavy. However, I don't watch him as heavy anymore. They have changed, and so have I. There you go.
And by the way, that was my point. It wasn't a negative. It's a positive. And what I'm saying is, the energy has shifted. We're not doing the same things. I get why we get enamored with the environment we came into, but as it evolves, let's evolve, because you become, going back to what I was saying, was you become the old person in the room who has no growth, and you're still mad at mumble rap. Look, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it'll die. Guess what? It's not around, and I'm happier
Boom.
for it. But what I'm saying
Boom.
is that let people be part of the umbrella. If it's Fragcom, if it's good, if it's quality, it's gonna last. If it's not, it's gonna die, and we'll still be around if we really love this. And if not, then again, if you're just in it for a buck, you probably won't be around to see what happens later. But for people like me, like I've been a fan of this well before 2020. 2020 is just when I decided to turn on my camera. But I was like early 2000s. Like I was watching these people when what's his name, Jeremy Fragrance.
Yeah.
When he was actually doing actual reviews. I bet you a bunch of y'all never seen Jeremy do real normal reviews. He used to do reviews. That's crazy. Back then.
It's been a minute.
Sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Street Sense. Old school. I've been a fan. Things move. Things change. Let's just be acceptable of it. Accepting.
Right. Either evolve or get moved out. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that what it is?
Facts.
You either learn to move with or you get moved around. That's you know what I'm saying? And all the complaining in the world ain't gonna change nothing.
Nope.
Truth be told, there are certain things that people have as expectations for reviewers and whatnot, and that's fine. But you can't be mad when they don't fulfill your expectations.
Yeah.
All you can do is move around and find someone that does rather than complain. And if you are in this space and you are not getting what you think you deserve as far as your attendance, as far as your commitment to this community, as far as what all you provide this community with, whether it be quality reviews, conversation, you know what I'm saying, giveaways, whatever it may be, if you are not happy with what you're getting in return from what you're giving out to the community, I mean, don't be mad at somebody else who seems to be getting more. You know what I'm saying? I say evolve and adapt or prepare to move out. You know what I'm saying? One or the other, because it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. We not all go, and the beautiful thing that I love, one of the things I love most about this community is that not everybody's the same and not everybody reviews the same way. Right. Think of it like this. Someone put on there that they were watching Tazo the other night. You know what one thing that I loved about Tazo, and I still love it, when I'm able to catch his lives, because he'd be random still to this day, random. That's my boy, but he'd be random as hell. All right. The thing I love about him is the authenticity, right? Now, someone put in here earlier that Tazo, he doesn't try and sell you on anything. He just tells you what he thinks. Well, there are some people that don't like Tazo's, the way he displays himself or the way he presents his content, right? Me personally, I think the grunge, I think the little rough kind of street look is a thing that's needed. There's a group of people that need the message the way that he gives it. They understand what he means. What's going on, Doug? All right. They understand what he means when he uses his analogies and talks about his use of the perfume or when he wears it.
I bet Tazo got more people who understand how he expresses himself on niche fragrance than Bowtie has. I guarantee you that Tazo is reaching an audience that don't, when they look at him, they're looking like, yo, who the fuck he think he is? Or he think he's fat? Or who uppity at? Nah, they look at him like, all right, we talking the same shit, and he talks the same way I talk, but maybe that same shit that he's rocking might work. Listen, he's doing what he got to do. Like Tazo's locked in. Tazo got a corner very well locked in for himself. Keep doing that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it works.
Fact.
And when he leaves, guess what? He may leave But when he comes back, it only takes a few times for everybody to get the memo that Tazo's back, and then he starts getting back in his groove. But my point being is that we got to stop worrying about what other people are doing, how they're doing it. If they're doing it wrong, somebody's bound to report them. Somebody's bound to say something, in which you let the fragrance community police handle it. You know what I'm saying? As far as us, it's just noise and deflection. It's just noise in the background. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot. We've already talked about the good in the community and whatnot, but it's right now it's too many policemen trying to flag and control how people do stuff in the fragrance community, and then there's too many, like I said, too many old heads that want Fragcom to be the way that they saw it.
It used to be, yeah. Still stuck in the old days,
and it ain't there no more.
Ain't going back. It's not. It's just not.
And at the same time, I need people to stop using the chat as a shield and a sword. If them people are watching content and they're out there buying everything that someone says is quality, the problem ain't the reviewer.
You haven't learned after your third fail? You didn't get the message? Stop blind buying because somebody said so? Get in the Uber, go to your Neiman, your nearest, and smell it. Smell it, dude. Smell it.
Or go to a wholesale place and get your hands on one of the dupes that they're talking about and smell it. You know what I'm saying? Smell it. Get it on skin.
Yeah, I just want to go on record and saying I didn't say what he just said. And I'm not against dupes. I'm just saying go smell the original.
Oh.
Feel how you feel about the dupe after. See what the original is. Then let's see how you feel about the dupe. But you're not going to give the OG a try? Yeah.
But here's the problem. Rico, only you care about the OG. These people that are coming in, the ones that everybody's complaining are giving their money to these people blindly. This generation don't give a shit about no OG. They want to know if it smells good.
That's a fact, bro. That's crazy. That's a fact.
And it's funny because we still got people in our community that still don't get it. Yeah, Will. I'm like you, Will. Rico then told that man to take an Uber. But check it out. People are still trying to fight the fact that it's a new day. There are slowly and gradually becoming more and more people that are more worried about smelling good than smelling original or smelling quality. They just want to smell good.
Sure.
There's more and more younger kids coming in. There's more and more people that want to compliment.
Yes.
I know it sounds great because there's more and more people coming into the space that want to compliment. They think as soon as they hear you say, "I got multiple compliments," they got the card pulled out like that one little kid in that video. The one that was like,
listen, I've said this a lot of times while creating content on a couple of lives talking to people. Like, if I say I got a compliment, because I'm not going to say that no fragrance has ever gotten me a compliment. I'm just saying that based on what I see on social media versus real life, it's kind of different how it plays out. But yes, I have gotten compliments, especially at work, with people who know me. I don't think it's an everyday experience. If it is for you, great. But I think it speaks to the next point. Everybody's not approachable. Everybody doesn't look like you should come talk to me and tell me something. And everybody doesn't look like you're worth giving a compliment. Don't say a fragrance like, yo, he such and such said it gives you compliments. I didn't get one. You saw the mirror though? Did you look at the mirror before you left the house? You want people to give you a compliment, but you wouldn't give yourself a compliment when you look at yourself and you went outside anyway. Like, there's a lot of factors in that's why I don't think compliment getting fragrances is a real category. Cause listen, because I get compliments on me. You don't look like me. Stop being crazy. Like, we're not the same. Respectfully, I'm pretty. Yeah, you might not be. I don't know what to tell you. We're not gonna have the same experience in life.
Right. That's a discussion for another week. All right.
I'm just saying.
We'll talk about that next week. All right.
Facts. Let's do it.
Loading. loading. How to make your perfume work for you. All right, how to make your cologne work.
Look
Because
better. Yo,
this
you might
rose,
you'll be surprised. You better start at the gym if you want your perfume to work for you.
yeah. So hey, as we go on, y'all
Bars.
know, hey, that's a discussion for next week. If someone hops on this, you already know. But
Pause.
yeah, pause. All right.
Mm.
But we're gonna talk about it, man. How to make your cologne work for you.
Mm.
Because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people
Mm-mm.
don't understand. Before the cologne can be a panty dropper, there's already got to be some initiation
Some
of
other things. Hey,
yeah,
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Fragrances don't drop drawers. These do, and that's what it is.
hey. But yeah, man. But no, I just wanted, man. Look, just a lot of man. It just seems like more times than not, there's a lot of whining out there. All right. And at the end of the day, we're whining on other people's behalfs. But these people that we whine on their behalf, they got to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't fragrances we were talking about, if it was candles, hell, you got people out there that are blowing a bag on candles. You got people that are missing rent payment for video games, for shoes, for clothes. Right?
Shoes, heavy.
I know people that collect watches and need
Watch it,
and need
heavy.
and should be watching their investments. All right.
Back.
People that collect sunglasses. And it's not so sunny in their account. You know what I'm saying? It gets like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Come on, bro. I know people who collecting like statues of cartoon stuff.
oh yeah, the little Funimation stuff. Yeah.
All them things.
But we can't. But the thing is that our job is to get up here and tell y'all about it, whether we like it, whether we don't.
Yeah,
If
that's
we
it.
don't, you know what I'm
Do
saying?
what you want to do with it.
But if you go out there and choose to spend, that's not on us. That's not on us. And I don't care. I don't care how many times they come out and say something. Look, at the end of the day, you got to be smarter about your spending. All we can tell you is what we are enjoying. And that's where it cuts up. And the people that are out there trying to fend for those that are obviously spending their money wrong, I'm gonna take from the book of EQ and tell you, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I your financial advisor. I'm only telling you about how I might or might not have spent my money on fragrances over the past few videos. That's all I'm here to do.
That's it. I like these things. Me making a review of a fragrance is not me saying I get that we can afford the same things, so go buy what I bought. It's saying this is what I bought, this is what I like. You decide how you budget your money accordingly. I'm just telling you what I bought. YouTube doesn't have an option to have your review screen to go to certain price points. It goes out. If you like fragrance, it goes out. I don't determine who it gets to. So, but you have to be responsible with your own fragrances and stop looking up so much niche and luxury fragrances if you can't afford them. Dua has a whole YouTube page dedicated to them, I believe. A lot of these flanker or clone houses have pages too. Get into clone content. If you can't afford the things and you feel like reviewers are being irresponsible just because we put you on to a new fragrance, then a reviewer is currently telling you right now, go check out the clone stuff. It's probably more tailored to what you want to spend, and you can get way more stuff way more frequently at a way more affordable price. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm just telling you stuff that I like.
But at the same time, make sure that you got your accounts in order. All right, because people go down a rabbit hole on that end too, man. As a matter of fact,
there's always a rabbit hole to go down.
Always a rabbit hole. Yeah,
sure.
It's all about what we make of it, man. But definitely, man. Look right here. We are a community of people with addictive personalities. Maybe that's everybody. Everybody has something that they're addicted to. All right. Everybody does. Yes. In this community, we choose to focus our addiction on perfumes and colognes, you know. It is what it is. But even if it is an addiction, it doesn't have to be one that sends you into an early grave or sends you into an early grave.
Bankruptcy,
You know what I mean?
financial ruin.
Financial ruin. Yeah, no, that's a fact for some. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Shout out to
largely,
Jason.
largely.
Yeah, nothing more than infomercials now. Yeah. I mean, it is like that. You go over to TikTok and you see a guy that's, I've said this before, with the little carousel spinning, and he's just sitting there. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to check out this Marwa. It's one of the best imagination clones, blah, 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 blah. He's just sitting there for hours. TikTok demands that he be on there for a certain amount of time pushing.
Hey, but you know what? I respect that more because he's clearly letting you know, hit my link so you can buy this, versus YouTubers like beating around the bush trying to sneakily get you. Yo, if you tell me you a business and I buy your stuff, that's we've agreed to do business. But pretending to be a reviewer with the intent that if I buy this thing, you get a cutback is different. If you say this is the business you in, I'm advertising this for this house. Some people might have a problem with that. I don't. I have zero problem with that. Hell, this company contracted me to talk about this. That's all. Now you know. Now you know I'm doing business with them. Feel how you feel about it later, but now you know what my communication is coming from. From a check that got cut. You read between the lines. I've told you how I've come in contact with this company. What else do you want me to do? Sit here, do a whole video, and at the end tell you none of these statements are actual or true. I don't like. I just told you it's paid advertisement. It says a banner. I'm being forthcoming, and then I said the stuff. There was nothing sneaky about that. If you can't read, that's different. But and I'm not joking about people. I'm saying if you can't read, then that's I don't know. But I mean, I've been forthcoming. I said what I had to say. I said it audibly, and there's a banner that comes up there. It says paid advertisement. I don't know.
No,
I'm
for
not
sure.
pretending for it to review.
For sure. But at the end of the day, you got to handle your own finances, all right? And the people here, hey, and the people on the reviewer side, you know, got to do what you got to do, all right? Whether you do it right or whether you do it wrong, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to decide, all right, who we gonna listen to, who we gonna team up with, who we gonna work with, and go from there. All right. At the end of the day, man, what more can I say? Stop complaining so much.
Thanks.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Several people put in here. I don't care what nobody says. Fredcom is, for the most part, positive for me. I take these moments to.
That's dope.
Yeah. I take these moments. We're taking these moments to kind of weed out and make sense of the nonsense that seems to be splitting the community at times. You know what I'm saying? That's what these discussions are really about. Like Jason said, at the end of the day gonna end. Yeah, but I mean, but honestly, this is a place. This is a really good place that if you invest your time listening, sharing with the right people, it's a lot of positive out of here. I know too many people that got nothing but positives out of here. Hell, as a matter of fact, we even got one. She's out of here right now, but Simone, she started going live. She was live yesterday, or no, day before yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of pluses, man. But first thing first, we got to stop complaining. All right. And we just gotta be, you know what? Be some sheep. Don't be limbers. All right. Let the limbers do what the limbers do, but be sheep. All right.
Yo, listen. I want to go on record as saying, because I know there's people who probably know the significance of the term sheep. I'm not agreeing to sheep either, because sheep is a herd following group. Kind of in the same step of the lemur thing, of the lemmings thing. Sheep are following the term. The term "don't be sheep" usually means don't be a follower. He doesn't mean go be a follower. That's not what he's saying at all. So for those who know the psyop concept of sheep and following people, that's not what he means. He means
here's the thing. This is what sheep do. All right. Sheep are led by a shepherd and his dog, okay? But at the end of the day, the shepherd doesn't tell them when to eat, when to shit. He doesn't tell them when they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do as sheep, all right? He's only there to guide them in the direction that he feels is best for them, all right? Your job as sheep is to follow until you don't have to. Follow until you sense danger. Follow until you figure out that he's not leading you down the green pastures, all right? In which, what do sheep do? They go astray. We hear about it all the time. Sheep go astray all the time. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, it can go either way. Y'all, just don't be lemurs. All right? Don't be lemurs. And stop with all the caring.
Lemmings.
Lemmings. Yeah, my bad. Lemmings.
Lemmings.
And stop with all the Karen style activity. All right. All the reporting, all the, hey, they over there doing this. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's becoming so many Karens in this group. Oh, these people are going on trips. So, you know, let them do what they do. Your blessing, if you've got one on the way, your blessing hopefully is coming. And when it comes, you know, just try not to be on that next list for the next Karens that are going to point at you and say, he ain't doing it right.
Yo, Marion, I just addressed that. Don't be the first Karen. We just covered what it didn't mean, and you already talking crazy.
The sheep analogy, it is. It might have been a weak comparison. But at the end of the day, don't be lemmings, okay? Don't be sheep, don't be lemmings, all right? Decide what works for you, all right? Follow the shepherd that you feel is leading you to green.
Yo, that has no religious connotation also, by the way.
even though it's Sunday.
A cult over here.
Even though it's Sunday, okay?
Right. We are not holding Sunday service. We just talking on a Sunday.
But if you get a little bit of the word in the message, so be it. All right?
I ain't with it. I ain't doing it.
It's only for those that believe, all right, Rico?
Yo, don't be a menace. Facts.
Yeah, man. But no,
who remembers that? Yo, you gotta be a not young person to know about that. Don't be a menace. You don't remember that movie?
Boy, you better stop.
With the well, you look like you were struggling to remember. I don't know.
Nah, boy, why would you think I was struggling to remember?
I don't know. Maybe.
God expects you to do what the Lord wants you to do. Like,
you proud of yourself?
I am.
All right. Say less.
But no, seriously, man. Hey, look. It's just time. We just gonna focus on what works for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the youngsters get in how they do. Let the mumble rappers, you know what I'm saying, get in what they get in. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep it classic over here.
Yo, keep it classy. Yo, keep it classy and listen. Be comfortable with your age. You know who I'm talking to.
That's why I said keep it classic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But be comfortable with your elderliness. I've accepted mine. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. It's coming anyway. Don't fight it. Pause. Yeah.
But no, for sure, man. Hey. But no, man. Hey, look, another good conversation. But you know what? Next week, we're going to help you brothers out, all right? We're going to help some of you single brothers out, all right? We are going to talk about how to make your cologne work for you. Oh, yeah. So everybody wants to talk about panty droppers and whatnot, but there's work to be done before you spray that cologne on, all right?
Yeah.
If you are trying to... Because first and foremost, you need to be trying to get a nightcap. All right, let's get the nightcap first. Okay.
Let's say. Hey, let's just save it. Let's just.
We're gonna talk about it.
We'll get there. We're
gonna talk about it next week. So y'all make sure you bring your asses. All right, wash your asses and make sure that you're.
Shout out to De La Soul too. Don't ever disrespect De La Soul, bro. Bro, come on. What are we talking about here? What are we? Man.
He said fragrances can't save some of y'all.
That's a fact. Yo, let's talk about that. Let's talk. Ain't a fragrance in the world that's gonna help you if you don't got that like that other 98% figured out. Y'all waiting for 6 sprays of Sauvage to make a difference in your life. Stop it.
But that's what we gonna talk about next week for sure. Because we're gonna talk about the good side of being prepared, and we're gonna talk about the bad side of not being.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So tune in next week for sure. Same time, same spot. Already. Sunday per usual. All right. And we're gonna go from there, man. Tomorrow I will be on live in the evening. I'll probably go on after Walt. Do my little Middle Eastern Monday. All right, go back to that for a little bit because I got some new hitters, and they are hitting. I like them. Oh, and regarding the giveaway for Parfums du Ciel, so I talked to Tara. Who's got something special on the way back.
Okay.
So if you haven't noticed that I haven't talked about doing the 10 meal discovery set, I think I'm still going to do it, but just know that we got something in store when she gets back. So we're going to go from there. All right. Now, also stay tuned because tomorrow I got a quickie coming out referring to that new Sauvage extrait. Oh my God. Let's just say, you know what? It's actually pretty darn good. All right.
I heard nothing but good things. It's crazy.
Man, you know,
all the way to the point of right before Panty Dropper, but everything else, I've heard it's really good. It's crazy. I haven't smelled it, but it's the first designer fragrance in a while that I've heard like unnecessary hype for it. I'm like, now I do have to go check it out. Now I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out now. You got my attention, Fragcom. Congratulations. Somebody's been influencing because now I want to go check it out. Because I don't trust y'all, but I'm gonna go check it out.
Hey, it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you like this: it and Blue Day Chanel, what is it? El Extrait.
I you know, I gotta say it all the time. I don't know what's going on in the design.
Well, this one and the recent Blue Day Chanel one, as far as leather notes, I'm really feeling them. At first, I was going to go ahead and get the BDC, what was it? The L exclusive. I was going to go ahead and purchase it. But now that I just smelled Dior Sauvage Extrait.
No things.
I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to get both or get one.
The all-important question. Hey, have you seen their fragrance du bois dropping a pistachio fragrance?
Yeah.
Why'd you make that face?
Because I'm not into pistachio.
Oh, my next question was Carolina Herrera got a pistachio one out too.
You think it might be some duping going on?
So I always say that fragrances drop at the same time, because that's what's popping. Okay. All the cherries came out at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely.
A lot of plums drop the same.
The leather right now is coming out.
Yeah. So everything comes in groups. That's just when the big producers of those actual raw materials pop up and say, "This is what we got on deck, which I want to play with," and everybody jumps on it. They're probably gonna start creating around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But I'm on that.
It's funny because it's funny because you know, it's funny whenever they have everything. Everybody comes out with a mango, a lime, a freaking pistachio note fragrance. The next thing that you're gonna hear for the next couple of weeks is it has the same DNA, and it's like, no, it has the same note, main note. It's not the same DNA. But hey,
you're gonna make somebody mad. You're gonna get somebody mad.
Yeah. Hey, my old man rant. You know what I'm saying? I was turning into Karen. I didn't get to Karen. I just got to care. Okay, so.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but I'll buy something.
Look, Rafan said I'd say get them both.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I gotta check my pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a couple of things coming up. Just came back from Arizona. We got Houston in a couple of weeks. Then we got Sin Explorer in November. I'm trying to make it. I forgot where I'm heading in October, but I'm trying to head somewhere. Oh yeah. I'm supposed to be heading to Atlanta for
Atlanta Sniffs.
yeah for the retro for the what you call it event, the niche event.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
Charles told me about it.
Sniff was sponsoring it. I thought.
I'm not sure who was sponsoring it.
But
You know what I'm talking about. It's in October. Yeah, I'm gonna be out there around my birthday because that's I think that's the weekend of my birthday. Yeah, so I'm gonna be out there around that time, and well, you know, hey, gas ain't free, and it ain't cheap right now either. Oh yeah, shoot, I even forgot about this one. And then I won the thing with Prince Avenue and Neeb. So in September, I'm gonna be in New York again. So.
Shout out to NY.
But yeah, hey man, he said what's going on at ATL, man, just another convention, another little niche convention. If you can make it, Jay, this is real good. This is different. It's not gonna have to worry about your Versace's and whatnot, but no, this is a little niche convention. It's smaller than San Francisco, but it's supposed to be pretty good. It's not the first year. Charles was telling me about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and find my way out there, man. If nothing more, I can write this off at the end of the year.
Yo, and if y'all on the West Coast, Cali, August 28, 29, 30, Clamcation. If you got questions, holla at me. Instagram, fragged out, swagged out. But we in the house. We got like 12 houses locked in right now. Very personal, very intimate, but big houses and some other stuff in there. Check me out on Instagram. Y'all figure it out, but it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, definitely, man. I hate that this was another year that I wasn't able to make it, because shout out to you and Sarah, man. Y'all been doing some dope things. That thing has been building. Now you've got 12 houses. I remember, what was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah, we had like 5 houses, something like that.
Yeah. And you had like 5 houses, but then you had other people that were just representing a brand that decided to come and bring, what was it, like Unique was there.
Yeah.
Harmony,
Memoirs of a Perfume Collector,
Nazar,
Tomovici, City Rhythm,
Elysium. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all been building this thing up. Yeah.
We've been grinding. We definitely been grinding.
Well, look, I don't think there should be anything that would keep me from making it next year for sure. It's just with everything going on right now, man.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Emmanuel too, and NYC. They got a dope spot out there. Yeah. Fire.
Yeah, and I met Dustin. Man, Dustin's real cool. The owner,
super dope. Like the store is fire. They definitely locked in with what's dope in fragrance and not with what's necessarily trending.
Yeah, man, for sure. And he's up there with my guy Luke, man. They got that little one hitter. What is it? No, not Luke and Emmanuel. It's Luke and City Rhythm. But yeah, but they sell their stuff out of there. So definitely.
Yeah.
And Rafan, hey, I'll let you know, my boy. I'll let you know before I go and when I go, man. Do a little live out there and whatnot. But I'll be out there twice this year. Like I said, first time is going to be in September when I go out there for the French Avenue. And then second time will be in November, first weekend of November. Sin Explorer, we there.
Yep, back in there.
But let me get off this, man, because I got some things to do.
Yeah, do yourself, bro. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But, brother, hey, appreciate you for coming on again, man. Hopefully this time it works out right. You know what I'm saying? Being able to share on your platform. Were you able to get it?
We about to find out once this. I didn't even check. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
We're gonna see. We're gonna make it work. But y'all, hey, appreciate y'all for coming out and joining us with this 4th episode of Sippin' and Trippin', man. Because sometimes we just got to kick back and see if we're tripping in frat call, because Frat Car boy.
There's a lot of people tripping though, so
It's becoming pure entertainment, man. And for good things and bad things. So, as long as they cutting up, hey, we gonna talk about it. But yeah, man, you got anything to say to the audience, baby?
nah, man. Just again, Glamcation, and for Jason just asked, yeah, Nazar, he intends to come back with some work. He's slowly getting back to that point, but it's coming. He hasn't tapped out yet. He's just planning his next move, but it's coming. It's around the corner.
Okay. Shout out to Terrence, man. Shout out to Terrence. We're gonna check and see. Yes, sir. But all right, y'all, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for coming out and joining us today. We know you could be anywhere but here, but you chose to be here with us, and for that, we are appreciative to the max. All right. Hey, shout out to everybody that's out there. Shout out to all of FradCom. What's going on? That's we got Darnell. What's good, baby? But we doing all right, man. We over here on YouTube, though. My guy over there on IG. But, man, hey, look, like I said, man, appreciate y'all for coming out. Could have been anywhere but here, but you here with us, sharing in on these ideas, these concepts, these discussions. And for that, we truly appreciate it, man.
All right.
Let's go ahead and end it. Hey, with every – oh, my bad. Let every sip be a sip of inspiration. And let every sniff lead to a new discovery, man. Look, it's been a blessing, y'all. All right. We definitely appreciate y'all for coming out. Y'all be easy. All right. Until the next one.
We out.